Hey, thanks for clicking on my video. This is MackTheCatastrophe, and this video is my Hearthstone Year of the Blank and what to expect this year from the Year of the Blank. And we're going to talk about my predictions and ideas for the upcoming year. And just a little bit of disclosure, I saw the new set announcement, so I am spoiled to a couple of things in there, but I'll talk about those in a different video probably. But if you want to stay spoiler free, here is the gist of what my video is going to talk about. If you want to leave around massive balance change updates if you don't want to get spoiled about the new stuff. And enough dilly-dallying, you can read this. You can kind of read all of this. What is the rotation and what is its implications? So this part's just going to be for the layman. If you haven't had a set rotation, here's what to expect on a baseline. The 3 oldest years are always leaving to wild. And core cards and obviously our core sets are going to be subject for balance changes and maybe removal from the core set. This used to happen in a Hall of Fame announcement, but that is no more after they introduced the new core set. I'm not sure how many cards they're going to change in the core set this year, but I think that's going to be a fun thing to learn. So, during a set rotation, and the implications of a set rotation is really to make a big change to the game, a big reset to the game, or make big balance changes that you otherwise can't make in a mid-season, so to not disrupt competitive play. And I think really that's the gist of it. The smaller things we can talk about in a different video, because this is more about my opinions than anyways. What does this mean about Duels then? Well, Duels, last year we saw a lot of changes. We'll talk about this in the next slide. But I think next to Standard, Duels is the next big change. Is the one that has the most changes during the year transition. I don't think you're really allowed to change many Duels things mid-season without the big year change, especially with the new Scholomance Academy people leaving, I think. So what happened in the Year of the Griffin? So they give us this really nice roadmap, that tells us everything that we need to know for probably, I think, the next 3 months of our Hearthstone experience. And we've seen the Battlegrounds change now announced, and we have the set rotation and card expansion announced. So that just leaves a Duels update to be announced by Blizzard. And we didn't get a big Duels update in the new patch notes. So I think the new Duels update is going to happen mid-season next month or this month. You know what I mean. Around the mini set. I think the mini set's going to bring a lot of change. So yeah, I talked about massive balance changes for Duels that happened last year. These are some of the balance changes that happened. They're definitely not all of them, but they had an impact on the meta. Like that, the spiked arms, really freaking good. Humble Blessings actually had to be nerfed, and fuck mage, am I right? So basically, the new year is able for a new refresh on maybe giving underrepresented classes better treasures, better just ways to deal with the meta. And also the new spell classes really help Duels because it helps make you just have a deeper pool of synergies to make, especially with your passives and your treasures. And also the new core set was able to give a baseline to Duel strategies that they didn't have really in the legacy sets. So now we're talking about my predictions for next year. But before we talk about my predictions for next year, let's look at some Reddit comments that may or may not be good. So I looked at the first announcement that they printed last year, and let's see, Giant S6, SX6. People will get bored with Classic faster than Duels once they see how boring the cards will to be played now. Wow, that's a shit take, because I love Duels. I'm not bored by it. Who is this guy think? You know, everybody likes Duels, right? But also, Copyright 7, good advice here. So this is actually good news, but Blizzard did confirm this year that if you dusted the cards that were put in that are going to be put in Legacy this year, you're kind of screwed because you won't have them. And also, hot take of the year. By Sea Shark last year, Mind Blast will be back in 2020. So I want to see this happen. I want to see the core set be updated. I want to see Mind Blast so that way Sea Shark can have his redemption. I mean, I don't want to see Mind Blast, but I really want to see this prediction come through. All right. So now we're going to be talking about kind of new things. So spoilers. Let's talk about some things I saw in the new expansion. This was on Zeddy's video. So if you watched Zeddy's video and left a comment, you might be in here. But let's talk about Nottingham 2222. This expansion looks interesting. Waiting to do what they do with the core set. Yes, I agree. It's going to be the new core. I'm honestly as excited for the new core set as I am excited for just the new expansion in general. And this person's prediction, Mar Eng, Naga Sandwich will be in the core set. It's a Naga, and they want to push Big Spell Mage. I agree. I think this is this is probably the most fantastic take I saw in the comment section. It's just so cool because I do agree. I think we're going to see more Nagas, obviously, because it was announced. And I wonder what other Nagas they will put in the core set, if at all. Maybe they'll make new Nagas. And, boom, the fact that Colossal Minions get summoned no matter what. They get their companions summoned no matter what. It like makes Evolve and Cheating Out better. So thank you for that insight, Jacob. You're 100% right. And I'm totally excited to see, those trolled in clips where someone does a doppelgangster into a big thing that summons more big things, and the WTF moments. And so let's go back to my predictions. My predictions, I think we're going to see is, I think in Duels, we're going to see a smaller amount of sets. They're going to make it probably like 5 or 6 sets. So that way you can see the new expansion really, really thrive. This year, I think with the big balance changes that they're going to do, they're going to do a huge nerfing to all the quest lines. So if you haven't crafted your quest lines yet, you definitely should, so that way you can maybe get some value out of that balance patch. Let's see. What's another huge what's going to be in the core set? I guess I think we're still going to see the death. We're always going to see an egg in the core set. I don't think Hearthstone doesn't like their eggs. So obviously we're going to keep our eggs, but I think we might get rid of Alexstrasza or Talon Fordring. Maybe that could be replaced with like Ziliax or like, I don't know, another good dragon. And what else? Oh, and my last big take is during the mid-season roll, I think we are going to get rid of all of the Duels heroes. So instead of being set in Scholomance Academy, we're just going to get a new refresh, new hero powers, new everything. And I think that's something I really want to see, because I think the development team has definitely changed their philosophies for a lot of things in Duels, and I want to see how their new ideas and how their new takes on everything in Duels and what they've learned for the past year, and put it into the hero powers and treasures. I want to see that new refined Duels experience, kind of how they did for Hearthstone whenever they changed into the core set. Because I don't think Duels was old enough to really have that revitalization that the core set provided to Standard and Wild. And where is my last? I guess that's my last prediction. So, thanks for watching, my friends. I appreciate you taking the time, seeing the video. I hope you have a great day, and stay safe. I know I was a little bit late. Everybody kind of beat me, but tell me how you liked the video. If you make good comments like those YouTube comments that I pointed out, you know what? I want my comments to be full of those awesome ones, because I love hearing what y'all want to see and what y'all want to see in the future. Yeah, stay safe, guys. I'll see you around.